Hello and welcome to the live session. I do apologise for the slight delay there, having a few issues with the lights. We think we've sorted it now. Hopefully it won't all go dark. We'll soon find out. My name is Will Spencer. I'm the Customer Experience Manager for Fasthosts. I'm joined today by Matt Harvey, who is you can explain your job title.
Yeah, hi Will, I'm Partner Manager at Fasthosts. I'm responsible for all of our Fasthosts partners and our reseller customers as well.
Lovely. And in the driving seat today, we have Mr. I can't remember your name now. Tom Coker-Jones, I do apologise. Tom Coker-Jones, who is the Customer Experience, Customer Engagement Manager Fasthosts, and he will not really be talking much today. He's responsible for lighting and the live stream being available. So yes, Tom will be quietly driving and doing the screen sharing and everything, but he is here with us today. So today we're going through our partner program. Reason for doing this today is you get quite a few questions about how it all works and kind of what the benefits of it are. So we thought it would just be easier to show it kind of in a live stream, and I hope it works because we're doing it live and we haven't pre-recorded any of it, which tends to mean something will go wrong, but it should be fine. So we're just going to take you through the partner network. Going to show you that, going to show you how the partner kind of accounts work and how you can manage your clients as well through that partner network and through the partner portal. So without further ado, we shall crack on because I'm conscious that we are a little bit behind on time now. Yeah. So I'm probably going to be reasonably quiet in this. Matt's going to kind of run you through it all. And we're going to start in the customer management tool, which essentially is just a Fasthosts account is just set up as a partner account. And you can do it. So I'm just going to be quiet now. I will kind of try and keep you on track, just in case, and we will run through. So do you want to start off with what the partner customer management tool does?
Okay, yeah, no problem. So, well, the partner program is intended to be offered as a new way in which Fasthosts customers who provide support services to small SMEs through to big businesses. It gives them the opportunity. Oh, sorry, my apologies.
Right, no, just a comment there.
A good opportunity, a good way of working with them in the way that suits their particular requirement. There are a number of features that are available through the partner program, and we're going to take you through three of those today. There's the customer management tool. There is the referral scheme, and there's also the partner network as well.
Okay. Brilliant. Before we move on, I'm just going to
get this even closer.
If you can just pretty much have it
right under my nose like that.
Yeah, perfect. And I think there we go.
Hopefully you guys can hear me now.
Yeah, it's a little bit louder. Yeah, apologies for the quietness there. These are quite sensitive, these mics. I have them quite close. Yes, so first on the agenda today was having a look at creating a client in the partner account.
That's right. So this is using the customer management tool, which is available in the Fasthosts partner accounts. Now, generally speaking, the partner account looks very similar to a standard Fasthosts control panel account, but it has additional tooling, which you'll be able to notice if you're familiar with the Fasthosts account. You'll notice that that's up on the left-hand side of your screen and the left-hand navigation. When you become a partner, these tools become available for you to view and to use. The customer management tool is accessible through the clients area. So if we select the clients area, you'll then see that it opens up a new page, and in there you're able then to create a client. Okay. Now by doing this, it shows to you all of the clients that you have available to work with, and it's also the single sign-on access to a customer account as well. So if we start with creating an account, a client profile first. So if you go to add your first client, in here then you pop in some information which is specific to yourself. It doesn't have to relate to the target Fasthosts account that you want to connect with. It's just information that's useful for you to identify who that particular customer is.
Always good to know who your customers are.
That's right.
It's
Yeah.
useful. But this isn't customer facing, right? So they won't see it.
They won't see this information. No, this is purely for your purposes, and the email address that's included doesn't need to be the target email address for the account. It can just be any test email address that you want to use.
Use your imagination, Tom. It's gone blank. What email address can you use? No, it does. It'd be fine. Don't worry.
Yeah,
What's the worst that can happen?
It's not checking against other accounts to see if it's valid or not, so that's fine. And any unique reference number, that can be something in for your own purposes, or it can relate to the Fasthosts account itself. Okay. Once you've done that, if you then add the client, so you create the client profile. Now, what you'll see now is a unique code that's generated using through the tool, which is specific to this particular client connection. It's not used and can't be used for any other connection. It's purely for this purposes. And once it's used once, it can't be then used again. Okay. Now, the way in which this is designed, it has to be a sort of explicit agreement for connection. So it can't be that you can just randomly connect an account to another Fasthosts account without prior approval for that customer. It's something that they have to agree to, and the reason that they need to agree to it is because of the level of access that you're permitted by them granting the account. So what you would do next is you would take a copy of that code, okay, and you can either do this with the customer live whilst they're in their Fasthosts account control panel, or you can forward this code to them as an email to invite them then to connect with you further on down the line whenever they're ready to do so.
Okay.
Okay.
I think if we've done it properly, we should be able to test this out.
That's right. Yeah. So done that. Then, Tom, if you then move into an account of your own that we can then use to connect with.
So yeah, we've got. You're probably gonna have to reset put the password in. I guess. And again, I'm guessing because we logged in a little back just to test it. So this is my just test account at Fasthosts that I use for various things, but it's just a normal account with Fasthosts. So this is going to work for any. You can't connect to a reseller account, I don't think.
No,
you
can't connect to a reseller account, although resellers can become clients. But yeah, so basically, you move out of your partner account, and then if we move into an unlinked customer accounts, in the top right-hand navigation, if you go to account details. Okay, now on this page, you'll see that there is a grant partner access link at the bottom of the page. Okay, if you pop in that code now and proceed.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, now here it explains to the customer that's about to agree to the connection the extent of the contact of the account access that the partner will have.
Okay.
Now that is actually quite extensive. The only two things that you're not able to do on behalf of a customer is update their account details.
Okay.
Okay, or access their card information.
Sure.
Okay, but you can update any other aspect of their accounts in terms of any of the services that they have. You're able to add new services on behalf of that customer, so you can go through the purchase process to add a product if you wish to do so, and you can also access support via their account as well.
So yeah, pretty much do everything. I do like this. I do like the way we set the partner account up, if I do say so myself. Not that I had anything to do with it, but it is a very nice way of doing it if you're an agency or anything like that, and you want those customers to maintain that little bit of like independence.
Independence,
yes.
yeah.
Independence, yeah. And,
well, that's what we recognised, is that we had a lot of. We could see in the way in which a lot of customer accounts were set up. There are multi-user access set up. So one was actually the customer themselves, the account holder, and the other one was quite clearly a web designer, freelancer, agency, or whoever it might be who actually was supporting that customer. What we also saw is that that agency or freelancer then had to have lots and lots of different user profiles, so lots of login credentials, or in fact, anecdotally through talking to them, that they were actually using the client's own user credentials, which wasn't very secure. This removes that headache. It removes that security risk as well, because all you need to do is have one single access through your partner account, and that gives you access to all of your client accounts.
All right. So we've got a question coming in from Tom here. So he says, we have Fasthosts services on our own account, but would also like to link to client accounts. Will we retain access to manage our own services in the normal way?
Yes, absolutely. Nothing changes as far as your account is concerned, other than that additional tooling in the navigation and a slightly different looking dashboard. But other than that, everything that you can do in your control panel at the moment, you'll be able to retain, and that includes giving additional users on your partner accounts access to be able to access linked client accounts as well.
There you go. And so we'll go through the application process anyway, but you can convert an existing account into a partner account, right? In that situation,
absolutely.
That Tom's got there.
You don't. It's not from scratch, so we can convert existing accounts into partner accounts, as well as obviously new adopters of the partner program. They can sign up and have these benefits as well.
Cool. All right. Well, so that's hopefully that answers your question, Tom. Obviously, any more follow-ups, just let us know. I am trying to keep an eye on the chat as well. So, any more questions, obviously, just keep asking away. We'll do a Q&A at the end as well. But we do like it when people ask questions along the way, because that's kind of why we do it live.
Absolutely, it's the best way of doing it. Now, what you can see actually in this messaging as well, that it makes it very clear as to who the partner is. Now, in this case, it was my account that we were using, so it's my information. There is such a thing as a partner identity in the partner account, which can be different to the account holder details that are there, because it could be that
an agency,
someone is trading as or wants to present themselves as an alternative business to what's actually on the account from an accounting point of view, for example. That's what's displayed to the customer, and you have the ability to be able to update and change your partner identity at any time as well. But in this case, you can see that they know that they are agreeing to me being connected to the account.
Perfect.
So if they're happy with that, they'll then confirm access.
Hit the button, Tom. There we go.
Okay, and now the account is connected. Now you can see now in the customer account in the bottom right-hand corner that it's very clear that the two are connected and who they're connected with. So there's...
you're just going to say you can revoke it as well from there if you ever want to.
Absolutely.
So that's the customer can revoke the access, or you as a partner can revoke access if you want to as well.
Yeah, that's right. So it's very clear on who they're connected to, and that they have the ability to be able to disconnect at any time if they wish to do so. So that control is always there, and it's instantly self-serviceable as well. Okay, if we go back now to the partner account. So we can now see, if you hit refresh now.
Might need to refresh just
Right. Okay, so the profile then, we can see that my customer then changed from link accounts to manage accounts. Okay. Now that means that the connection has been made, it's been agreed. As a partner, you'll receive an acknowledgement email to confirm that the link has been made. So even if the customer chooses to do this at some point later, rather than whilst you're talking to them, for example, then you will get confirmation that that's happened, so you know that you can then start working with them.
Just as a quick aside on that one, that code that you get that we saw earlier, does that expire? Is there an expiry date on them?
It's unique to this link, yes. So once it's used, then that's it. It can't be used again.
But if I gave it to my customer today, they could use it in 7 days, 10 days?
Yeah, there's no expiration date on the code, just that once it's used, it can't be used again.
Lovely.
Okay. So in this case, the client connection has been made, and we're now able to then access the client accounts using the functionality and tooling that's here. However, one thing that needs to be done, and this is an added layer of security, bearing in mind that a partner could potentially have 10, 20, 30 accounts that they're linked to, we need to make sure that that link is as secure as possible. So we do place an insistence on the partner accounts having two-factor authentication, and that includes any additional user profiles as well. They'll also need to have their own two-factor authentication on them to be able to use the impersonator tool to be able to get into the associated account. Okay.
Luckily, we set that up earlier, so
we did.
This account
yes,
is two-factored.
It is already done. So now, if you want to then access the client accounts, if you click on Manage Client, And you can see that we are now immediately into the client account, impersonating as if you're them. It tracks it that it's you that's in the account, so any actions that are performed in the customer account, they'll be tracked against the partner as being carried out by the partner. In the same way as if it was a client doing something themselves, then that will be tracked against their profile as well. Okay. And it's very clear at the top of the page. You'll see that you know that you're in another account because there's that strip at the top which indicates that that's where you are. And if you ever want to go back to your partner account, if you just select go back to your partner control panel, and you're back in your account again, and you'll be able to go into manage your services as well.
Lovely.
Okay.
Perfect.
If you go back into the customer account, just to show you around quickly, you can see that you can get into just about any area, but some of the areas are great redded out in red, which means that you can't do anything as far as managing payment details, for example. And if you went into the top right-hand navigation, then you'll also see that the managed contact details, managed contacts, that's now disappeared from there because you're not able to access that area to change things.
Makes sense. Okay. So the other things we just wanted to quickly cover on here
so if you go back to the
searching for a product or service was the next one. So
that's right. Now this is actually sort of an underused tool, but it's actually quite a cool feature.
It's really useful.
Is that in the top of the navigation there, you can see that there's a search facility. Okay, and what you're able to do then is in there, if you know that you're looking for a target domain, for example, but you don't know quite which customer account that target domain is in, if you type in the domain in that search facility,
fastthoswebinars.com.
you can see now that it's actually then tracking all of the services that relate to that particular domain, and it's indicating that it's in a customer account rather than in your account. And again, if you click on that,
it's going to take you into the
into the target account, so then you can manage that particular service. And that's a really cool feature as well, that it extends outside of your own accounts, which that search facility works within your own account, but it also extends out to any linked accounts that you have as well.
Perfect. Okay. And the only other thing we were going to cover here is how to unlink. We did see the link in the customer account, so no point in going back to that one under account details. But from the partner account, if you wanted to unlink a customer, back to the dashboard at the top, Tom.
If you go back to the partner accounts,
that's it.
And then go to the client, and in the top, you'll see the three dots.
Yeah.
And then you can remove the client if you want to.
And that just removes that link and that access.
That's right, yeah.
Cool.
And again, if that were to happen, then there'd be a notification email that was sent to you and also to the client to say that the connection has been broken.
Yeah. And that doesn't need both parties to agree to. Either party can cancel that at any time.
At any time that they want to, then that connection can be broken,
Cool. So next we were going to talk about the partner referral scheme, which is fairly lucrative if you're referring a lot of people.
That's right,
So,
Again, same as before, we knew that our customers were loyal to us and that they were happy with the services that they had with us to the extent that they were willing to recommend Fasthosts as their preferred supplier for a particular service.
Yeah.
So what we did is we introduced the partner referral scheme. This is a way of recognising and rewarding our partners when they are referring a new customer to Fasthosts.
Yeah.
Now this relates to them creating a totally new account and purchasing a qualifying service as part of that arrangement. There are a couple of exclusions to the referral scheme, which I'll explain now. Which is it does exclude domain-only accounts and unfortunately Microsoft 365 referrals as well, because there isn't a huge amount of margin in that for us.
No.
But all other services are included in the referral scheme. So if the customer sets up a new account using your referral code, which is unique to you but not unique to that referral, and the customer sets up an account and purchases a qualifying service within 365 days, within 1 year of using the referral link, then you will receive a referral credit on your account for that successful referral.
Lovely.
Okay.
And does the customer get one as well?
The customer also does as well. So that starts off at £30 for the partner, and it is a £30 referral credit for the customer. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
You don't need to be linked, so you can be referred or refer whenever you want without any association to that customer. In fact, if they set up and used your referral code, but it just requires them to buy that qualifying service, and for a 60-day period to have elapsed from the point of purchase, i.e. that 2 payments have been made effectively, and then at that point then the credit lands on your account and then is used to consume whatever services are then due to be invoiced from there on in.
Perfect. Okay. I mean, do you want to show that real quick? We have got a question coming in, so while you're just going through that. So I've just had, as a partner, I've not always been able to get support chat on a client's behalf. Instead, I've had to log in using their credentials.
That shouldn't be the case. No.
We'll have a quick check in a minute. Alex, we'll go through the process of how it should work, and if that's what you're doing and it's still not working, we'll probably have to come back to that and just have a bit of an investigation into see what. Because as far as I was concerned, chat should be included in that. So.
Chat is included, yeah. So you can go into the client account. So if you went into Manage Client,
let's do that before we look at the referrals.
Yeah, let's answer the question.
Make sensible.
Should
we get support, which is kind of in the...
Sorry, my apologies. No, if you go back, you get support through your partner account. So the support agent would recognise that you are a partner and that you're linked to the client. So you just get support through the normal tool that get support functionality, verify against you. Yeah, that's where the support agent should recognise that you are a partner. And should then be able to support you in relation to any accounts that you're linked to, but you have to be linked to.
Sounds like a process issue rather than a technical issue in that case. Okay, Alex, is that a case of you're logging in with your partner account, going through to support, and they won't give you support until you verified against that account? Because that for me feels like maybe the support agent wasn't aware of the process. So that's obviously a training issue which we can sort. But it'd be useful
let me know. Please let me know. Reach out to me. My details, Alex, will be in your control panel as a partner anyway. Please just give me a call, and I can identify which agent it was and hopefully resolve that for you.
Yeah, sure. Some like that has sometimes been that feels like it's a process thing, just because that'd be we'll have a look into that.
Support staff are aware of it, but sometimes with turnover of staff, and maybe that there's a new staff member that's come on board that perhaps doesn't quite get it, and because it is unusual. Partner is growing, and maybe they've not come across it just yet, and that's been the issue.
Alex just said he's spoken about it before. That we can deal with. John's had that same thing where they've been through and done that. So
Alex went. Yes, hi Alex.
You can't see my screen, can you? That's fine. We will have a look at that. I work in support in operations actually, so surprisingly we're in a fairly decent position to have a look at that. It might be worth, if you don't mind, if you could just maybe send us a ticket or something where that's happened, and then we can just kind of identify actually what went wrong. Obviously don't post it in the chat there. If you could just email that over to Matt, and we can have a look at that.
Be happy to
see what went wrong. Someone just asked, what is Matt asked just Matthew, what is the cost for running the partner site?
Yeah, we haven't covered that, have we? Unlike traditional sort of reseller accounts where there is a service fee for the included services and what have you, partner is free. So it's completely free to be a partner, completely free to access and use the functionality. You only get benefits through the referral scheme, which we'll quickly take you through in a minute. And that's it really. There's no additional charges, because you're effectively using a standard account just with the additional functionality. That's all.
Sure. All right. So did you just want to quickly show that referral? So if there's any more questions, if we haven't quite answered any of them, let us know in chat there, guys. But Alex, if you could send those details over to Matt, that would be useful.
Okay, no problem. There are 2 points of access to the referral scheme. It's either in the top right-hand navigation. If you ever want to go there, you can see that there's referrals, or in the centre of the partner dashboard, you can also see that there's a start referring tile. If you just click on that, okay, it takes you to a new page. Now, here you have the ability to invite all of your customers. So if you have a lot of customers that are with an alternative provider and you're thinking, well, okay, let's move them over to Fasthosts because this looks like a much easier way of working with these customers, then you can invite them using the email tool that's available there. You can pop in up to 10 email addresses at any one time. Hit the invite button. That will automatically generate an email to each of them with your referral code.
Yep.
Okay. And all they need to do is click on the link that's in the email. That will take them to a dedicated page, Fasthosts page, which shows them how to go through the process of setting up the account using that referral code. But it sort of tracks across from using that link.
Lovely.
Alternatively, if you just wanted to introduce them through another means in the form of an email that you're already creating yourself or some sort of newsletter, then you can generate the code this way, copy that, pop that into the newsletter or the invite, and then the customer can use that instead.
Sure. Do us a quick favour, Tom. Can you just visit that link? I think you should be all right. Even though you're logged into account, it might give you just so we can see what's on the other end of it. And so
there we go.
Yeah. So there we go. The customer will see this. They sign up through this link, and then when they purchase a qualifying product, that's the word.
Yeah.
It will show up go back onto the partner account, Tom. You got that little, let's say it's pretty quick. It pretty much shows up pretty much instantly in that referrals list, and it will say pending for the first 60 days, or pending until first 60 days of having the product, and then it'll go paid, and we'll get the account.
Yeah, what you'll see there is a list of all of the referrals that have been made, the amount of referral credit that's been generated, and the number of referrals that are in a pending state. Now, that could either be that they have created an account and made a purchase, and we're just waiting for the 60 days to elapse.
Sure.
Or it could be that they're still in the account setup phase, for example, where they've purchased a non-qualifying product, i.e. that they've registered the domain, but you're still working on the project to deliver the website or whatever it is that you're doing on their behalf, so that you're not yet ready to commit to buying a service.
Sure.
So they've got that 12-month window in which to then buy the qualifying service, then a further 60 days to elapse for the service to remain active, and then the credit then lands both on yours and also on your client's account as well.
Lovely. Okay. I think we've done referrals there. So next up, we were just going to have a look at the partner network, and I think it was pretty much what we were going to cover today. So
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Back to driving. So the partner network. Do you want you talk about the partner? I feel like you're in a better place to talk about it.
Okay. So partner network. Again, we have a lot of Fasthosts customers who are they're hobbyists, they're small businesses, they are people who are very specialist and very competent in the thing that they do, but they're not that competent in using online services.
Sure.
And as a consequence of that, they come to us to say, I bought this thing or I need this thing, but I don't quite know what to do to make it work for me. Can you help? Now, to a degree, our support guys will do what they can, but there is a limit to the scope of support that's available to our Fasthosts customers. So what we recognized is that we had a lot of specialist providers out there who could support these customers that needed these services, but they had nowhere to go to find them. And we couldn't do anything. You could just say, well, go online or find someone local to you. So what we've said is, okay, let's make that connection. Let's say we have these partners who are specialists in doing these things. We have these customers who need these services. Let's create a place where the two can be connected with each other. And we introduced the partner network. It's available on our website under More, which is where you also find how to apply for the partner program by chance. If you go to the partner network, let's go to More and go to the partner network.
There was a question. We will come back to that question shortly, John.
Okay. What you see here is a dedicated page which is available to all Fasthosts customers to view, either via their control panel, because we also display it in their control panel as well, or just on our website for them to be able to find a service provider that they can work with on a particular project. If you scroll down a little bit there, please, Tom. You can see that we promote regularly different types of services. That carousel changes on a regular basis and displays each of the partners that have chosen to promote themselves on the partner network.
Yeah.
Okay, and we give them the functionality to enable them to be able to do that within their partner account. This is only available to Fasthosts partners.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not a requirement of being a partner. It's if the partner wants to do this. Yeah. Okay, but it's a great way of getting them in front of Fasthosts customers, and we see regular contact between our business customers and our personal users and our partners, and they're working regularly together. And there are some really good case studies on our website which show how the partner network has worked for both the customer and also for the partner as well. Okay. So on here you can see that there is a partner. If we just quickly click on one of those, Coding Tank for example, it says that it specializes in email. You can see that there is a bit of content on who they are, their branding, links to their website, what they specialize, what technologies they specialize as well if you go a bit further down. Okay, and also there is an area for them to display any projects or examples of work that they've done as well. In this particular case, the partner hasn't done. If a client wants to connect with a partner, all they need to do is click on the Connect with Partner link at the bottom of the overlay there. Yep, please. And you can see that they input a bit of information about who they are, a bit of contact details, the project information, and when they'd like to get started. When they hit the send the request button, that then goes to the email address that the partner has indicated that they want to be contactable through, and it's over to the partner really. Fasthosts doesn't get involved in it. We don't take a cut on anything. No. We're not interested in that way. All we're interested in is that we've got a happy partner who's got the potential to work with a new customer, and a happy Fasthosts customer who has a partner to work with, and hopefully use services with Fasthosts as well.
Cool. Very quickly, just going back to, I think John, I'm guessing.
John, yeah.
You know John.
I know John.
So he just says he's going to call you later, but I will answer the question as it's been asked.
Yep.
So I have an existing Fasthosts domain / DNS only clients who I'm looking to migrate to Fasthosts email and possibly web. Can I still get referral for those new services?
John, the key was the email and web. Yes, that's absolutely fine. If they purchase an email package, standard email.
But it's existing account. So
it's an existing. Yes. So they're already with Fasthosts. If they're already with Fasthosts, sadly not. My apologies.
You couldn't possibly set up a new account and transfer those services over, though, no?
If John wanted to go through the rigmarole of
possibly do that
of backing up email and then.
No, but you wouldn't need to because it's a domain only account, right?
Oh, if it's a domain
only account, so
right, okay, they could transfer. They could do that. Is it in the spirit of the partner program?
Oh, it's a referral, isn't it?
It is a referral if they're buying new services. Hey, John, let's have a conversation.
I'm going to get a slap after this, I think.
Nice question, John. But yeah, it is intended for new account creations, basically.
Yes.
So that's when it triggers the referrals.
Cool. Okay. Hopefully that answer. I'm guessing you guys will speak later.
We'll catch up. Yeah,
we'll
catch up. So what we can quickly do is show you how to, as a partner, how to set up your own partner network profile, so then you can be found on the partner network itself.
Cool.
So if you go into the partner account, please, Tom. It's not that one. That's it. Right. Okay. So in the left-hand navigation again, you can see that there is the network profile option. So if we click on that.
When you're ready.
This is interesting. This is taking us into somewhere else. Okay, so what we have here is we have one that we've sort of partially set up earlier.
By accident, because we were testing.
So what and what it shows here is the various different inputs that you have available to you. Now, what this would normally do if you were setting up as a new partner, it would show the profile through a sort of a setup wizard, effectively, and it would take you through each step individually, starting with your brand logo, asking you to put in your company name, brand name, however you want to display yourself. It would then take you into the next area, which would ask you then to input a bit of content that you want to display on your headline view of your profile, as we saw earlier. and then also a full description later on which, if someone were to go fully into your profile and choose to sort of look more in detail as to what you offered.
I'm just thinking, were you hoping to show the wizard? Is that kind of what you?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I mean, you've got your other test account that didn't have 2FA, but you could show that there if you wanted.
Well, interestingly, this one seems to have picked up the network profile in Tom's account, so which is actually linked to that one, which is an interesting thing which we need to talk to our dev guys to find out why that's actually happened, because it shouldn't do.
Some QA testing live on there.
So yeah. But yeah, so you can see here that you can input all of the information. So you can see there that there are pen icons for each of the different fields, and this is what the wizard would effectively look like to you, is putting in some content, putting in a brand logo.
It's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it?
That's right. Putting in your social links, putting in your website URL. It asks you to indicate the various different skills and technologies that you wanted to put in. There are selection options. So if you clicked on amend products, so if you went back to that there, for example, click on amend products. Oh, it didn't do it. Then it would allow, sorry, here we go. And then you've got your drop down, and then you can select the various different products that you want to indicate you support. If you go a bit further down, so come out of there and then go to skills and technologies. So if you click on the pen icon there and then go in to the drop down, you can see that we've got pretty much all of the skills and technologies that we might want, or you might want to indicate that you support. If there's anything missing as a partner, please let me know. I can get it added very quickly for you.
Cool.
Before you go live. Okay, so pretty much everything there.
When you get a second, there is a question.
Okay, no problem. And then if you're happy with the profile as it is, then all you need to do is top right hand corner, hit the publish button. Okay, you can do that.
Go on, do it. I don't think Matt's company is going to get some.
It's not going to get through because, and this was the important part, is that that as a partner and as a partner manager, just need to make sure that the partner network is displaying appropriate content that's useful to Fasthosts customers. So it goes into a moderation process. It depends on my availability or someone in the support team, but generally speaking, within about 24 hours, I'll have identified that it's there for moderation, reviewed it, and then accepted it. And as soon as it's accepted, then it's available and it's up there on the network for anyone to connect with.
All right, perfect.
Okay. So and that's how the network works. Sorry, you had a question.
Yes, I think that was actually the end of the kind of what we were going to show anyway.
I think so. Yeah, we covered everything.
Probably quite a good natural kind of transition into questions and answers. So Tom was asking there, we'd be mainly using it to manage Cloud and X in client accounts. Are there any restrictions at all in this regard in terms of what the partner can manage?
No.
All good.
No. So any service within a target account is possible to manage in the normal way, as if it was in your own account.
Cool. All right. So because Cloud and X different panel, so
it is a different panel. Actually, there are a number of different panels, as you know, within the control panel itself. But the Cloud panel is included in the service options. Yeah.
Perfect. So there are no restrictions on any products, I don't think, is there?
No. DNS control full. As I say, the only things you can't do is contact information and card information. Everything else is accessible to you.
Lovely job. Okay. Hopefully that answers that one. Obviously follow them up. There we go. Yeah, I think that does it. So has anyone got any questions at all?
I do have one more thing to show you.
Okay. You have one more thing.
Well, I do, yeah, and we haven't actually covered this off. How do you become a
partner? Yeah, do you know what? I was just thinking exactly the same thing, actually. How do you become a partner?
Okay, so if, Tom, if you'd like to go into the pre-sales page for partner, please. Yeah, if you just let's go to the website. Yeah, that's fine.
You know when everyone's watching you when you type it.
So under more is the partner area. You're looking for the partner program.
Yep.
Okay, if you click on that, gives you all the information that you might need to know about being a partner. One thing we haven't covered, but is available and is assigned at the point of signing up through discussions that that you and I personally will have as a new partner wishing to join the partner program. We agree on your partner discount.
There's a question about that, actually.
Is there?
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. So, all partners start off with a discount. That discount is applied at the point of checkout to all qualifying services. Now, there's one further variation on this as there is in the referral scheme. So, discounts aren't applied to domain registrations because we're already there are lots and lots of £1 offers and those sorts of things. So giving further discounts isn't available to partners for that. However, there is the volume discount, the bulk discount that's available to all partners and all customers for that matter when they have in excess of 50 domains under management with ourselves.
So I was just gonna say you've got 10 clients and all of them have got 5 domains each. Would you then hit would that count towards the tier?
It doesn't. No, unfortunately, it's not clever enough to recognise the services outside the tier discounting. Doesn't do that. But it's only those services that are managed within the account itself. Okay. So if you've got 50 services. Domains managed in your partner account or more, then you automatically then do benefit from a volume discount for all renewals on the on your domains is what I'm looking for. Sorry, my apologies. Microsoft 365 isn't included, and also cloud isn't included in the partner discount. It's only contracted services. However, if you're a volume cloud customer, there's a conversation to be had over volume discounting for cloud as well. But because it's a pay-as-you-use product, it's slightly different. It's treated in a slightly different way. Okay. But all of the services it is, and also those, it's applied at the point of checkout. So you might not necessarily see it in the the sales pages initially. But when you get to checkout, it's very clear that your partner discount is being applied at that stage, and then you benefit from that discount from there on in.
Cool. So hopefully that answers your question, Tom. So it's not a set; it's just based on because Tom's question was the more the website mentions the more you and your customers spend with us, and the bigger your product portfolio is, the more your discounts will grow.
Yes.
So that is just
now that is true. Yeah. So I keep a regular check on all of the partner accounts and also the accounts that they are linked to, and that forms part of their overall sort of value estate, if that makes sense. And what that means is that as they grow and as they grow the number of customers that they have with Fasthosts, then they'll benefit then from a higher levels of discounts. And that's a conversation that we have. I keep an eye on it. I give you a call and we have a discussion about what your plans are and those sorts of things. And then we talk about uplifting your discount at that point.
Yeah. And I think from my what I witnessed with you have a close relationship with pretty much every single partner we've got, I think, as well.
I try to, yes. It's particularly those that want to interact, but you don't have to necessarily deal with myself. A lot of our partners are managed by our account management team and via other support teams as well. But as the partner manager, I'm here and available to all partners if they want to discuss partner functionality, how to use the tools, if they have a particular requirement that's out of the norm that they maybe just want to have a discussion with is possible with Fasthosts. If you are sort of going into a new area and you want to agree on a new partner discount, for example, because there's the volume potential there, then let's have a conversation about that. Give me a call and I'm more than happy to have a chat about it.
Cool. Okay. I think that is it for questions at the moment. Let me double check.
Yeah. So as an existing customer wishing to become a partner, you use the same functionality basically. You might see an invitation in your control panel. And you can click on that and that will then take you through the application process, or you can go to our website and click on become a partner, because it recognizes that you are an existing customer with Fasthosts, assuming you have the cookies on that allow for that to be recognized, but it will recognize that you are a partner, and it will then show me the application. Now what happens with the application, it isn't automatic, because again, being a partner is having a relationship with Fasthosts. It's a two-way thing. I always like to speak to new partners signing up with Fasthosts, so it means that it'll go into a queue. I'll then give you a call. We'll We'll have a discussion about what benefits you want to use, how to use the functionality, and then I'll then approve the uplift to become a partner into to make the features available.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
I feel like next time I might sit somewhere like kind of facing each other. I kind of feel like I'm craning my neck here. There's another question just come in.
Yep.
So your website mentions as a partner you'll get access to priority UK support. Does this mean the level of support is actually different from the one we currently receive?
Hopefully not, no, because hopefully you're happy with the level of support that you receive anyway. But as a partner, there is a dedicated number that you are given within the partner account, which is slightly different. There's one digit difference to the standard support number.
Okay.
And that number gets you directly into the UK support team.
UK. So I guess that's the question, isn't it? As a customer at the moment, you might go through to one of our call center in the Philippines.
In the Philippines, yep.
But as a partner, you go through to UK support.
To UK support, yeah. You dial that number, it takes you through to the UK support team.
Okay.
Yep. And that number you find in the support area within your control panel.
Okay. And I think, again, that's it for questions at the moment. But we will hold on for just a minute because there is a delay on the stream of about 30 seconds, I think. So we will stick around for a couple more minutes. If anyone's got any more questions, please do ask. That's what we're here for. But I would also like to say thank you very much for the engagement today. It's been a good session, actually. It's been nice to talk to some of you. And yes, thank you very much all for coming along. And I got to spend some time with Matt, which is quite rarity nowadays, actually, isn't it?
Well, yeah, we did used to work together many years ago, didn't we?
Many years ago, yeah. Back in the sales days. When we were in the office. Well, that was when we were in the office together.
Exactly. Yeah, there are a couple of other things that are available to partners. I do a regular quarterly newsletter which highlights the BAU activities that Fasthosts has been engaged in, so changes to our existing services, giving an idea on the upcoming roadmap for new product releases and new feature releases and those sorts of things. So as a partner, that's exclusive to you. I run regular partner tours of our new DC over in Worcester. One coming up in July. So those are the sorts of things that I want to that I do for partners and that we do for our partners. In addition to that, we do lots of case studies as well, where we're promoting Fasthosts partners and how the services that they offer to Fasthosts customers. That's available on our website, and again we use that in a lot of the communications that we send out to our entire customer base in things like sort of our monthly newsletters and those sorts of things as well. So good exposure opportunities working with Fasthosts as well.
Yeah, cool. So I've just had a comment from Matthew Richter saying, can you email me some further info on the partner program, please? We can. Would rather you didn't put your email address in the chat. So should I just pop your email address here? And
By all means, pop my details in. They're available for anyone to use.
What is your email? Is it just...
it's Matthew.Harvey.
Matthew.Harvey.
At fasthosts.com.
Fasthosts.com. So if you could just pop your email address over to that to Matthew.Harvey at fasthosts.com there, Matthew. We'll get back to you. It's just otherwise I don't really, like I said, I'd rather not post your email address on the live stream because it will be publicly visible and inevitably get crawled at some point.
I would imagine. Yes.
The amount of spam I get on my email address is fairly horrific. So yes.
But yeah, happy to send over the details. Happy to have a conversation. Let's connect. Yeah,
you don't need to include any more details in that. We just need your email address, and that's just a more secure way of you transmitting it over to us. So no need for lots of things. But what was I going to? Oh yeah, I was going to say about the DC tours. Actually, I know you briefly mentioned that. You beat me to it. My username is Jensen. I'm not actually on the Fasthosts account. That was Tom, who's on the Fasthosts account. Oh, did you not? No. Have I been shadow banned from the stream? Unbelievable. Yes, the DC tours.
Yeah.
They're really cool. So we ran one as well for not a partner one. Me and Tom went down there. That was quite fun. It's quite a spectacle, actually, the day centre.
It is
the right word?
an impressive facility. Yes, it is. And Mark, our DC manager, he takes you round, shows you.
He loves that data centre.
He does.
That's great.
It's big, and it's got plenty of room for growth as well. And it's probably the most sustainable DC in the UK, I believe.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know if I'd make that claim live on air, but it's run on 100% renewable. So, I mean, it can't be far off because we've got hundreds of it's amazing. The roof has got like hundreds of
PV on there.
Yeah, hundreds. I can't think of the word now.
Panels.
Solar panels. That's the word.
Yeah.
So we run it. I think it's like 50% of the energy of the whole data center comes from solar panels when it's sunny.
Yeah, on a hot day.
Crazy.
That's right. Yeah, and everything else comes from renewable energy.
Renewable
as well.
energy from our supplier. Yeah, so it's like 100% renewable resources, which is really impressive. I never think we shout about it enough because it genuinely impresses me on a personal level. So. Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah,
it's a cool data
the
center.
rooms are all very cool, and a lot of our partners come in and we take photographs of them, and they love posting them on their socials because it's just a really cool image to have.
It is, yeah.
And in some cases it's sort of even ticked off something on their bucket list.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Well, when I took a few people around, we had someone who was really didn't have many services with us. But it was just like, this is so cool. I've always wanted to kind of see inside like a big data center like this.
It's an open invitation to our partners. It's something that they're able to do if they're able to get to Worcester. Yeah, just off the M6 junctions.
You can see it.
M6.
You can see it from
M5,
the motorway.
my apologies.
Yeah,
M5.
You can see it from the motorway as well. It's really easy to get to. But anyway. I like to geek out over the data center, so I'm done now. I think I don't think there's any more questions. So I don't probably no one else kind of listening to me ramble anymore. So we'll give it another minute just in case, just because of that delay again. If anyone's got any questions the next minute or so, please fire away. Otherwise, we'll end the stream there. But we'll just kind of chat among ourselves for a minute, or we could just sit in silence really awkwardly.
No,
take a bit.
Any background music that you can play?
Oh yeah, a little bit of what's the word for elevator music?
Yeah, something like that.
My brain is not working today. This is scary sometimes. I can't think of anything that I want to say.
I'll email waiting for you when you get back.
Okay, great. Yes.
Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, I'll respond to you as soon as I get back.
Cool. Oh, that's a good session. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, great.
That's good. A few people coming along. That's nice to see.
Yeah, and the intention is obviously using some of the content that we've got here then to be able to sort of break that down into its parts, so then we can use it to then help people, anyone watching now or anyone else that might want to view it later on, in a digestible way to see how to use the tools as well.
Got some shorts going as well, Tom, I guess. That's why I see you running off to the camera to press record on it at the start. Yes, and the lights are
still on, which is a good thing as well.
Was concerning. That's a fun thing for us to work out why that happened. Yeah. Okay, I think we'll call it a day there. Thank you all so much for coming. We genuinely really appreciate all the viewers we get and all the engagement. It always makes these a lot more enjoyable for us as well. So thank you very much. And take care and see you on the next one.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. Thanks, Will. Goodbye.